GM, everyone. This is Brave Money. Leon here. Not doing a little crypto video today. Today it's back to options. Actually, the last a couple weeks I've been back training options trading. I, besides investing long term in crypto and doing the multi-year swing trade, options trading is definitely my favorite style for basically you know, trading passive income, that along with dividends. Anyway, so real quick, it won't be too long of a video. This is a 7 DTE on the SPX. So the real SPX, the TradFi SPX, not the Solana meme coin SPX 6900 that I've got a huge position in. But anyways, so this is a 7 DTE, so 7 days till expiry, and expires 2/28 2025. Here's the idea and trading view. The link will be in the video. And so next Friday, just come back here, hit the play button, and let's see how I'm doing, right? So I'll go to the chart, the real chart here, and kind of explain my thinking about this, right? So on Friday, and this white line right here, white vertical line represents the day I put the trade on. The orange vertical line here is the expiry, so 7 days later. So this gives me my time, right, of how long this trade can go on. Now the red line at the top here is obviously that is the sell call, and the green line is the buy call. That's the hedge. And the bottom, the red line is the sell put. The green is the buy put. So that creates the iron condor. You got four legs basically. You got a call spread and you got a put spread. Both combined together makes an iron condor. So basically, price action needs to stay within that for me to make money. The yellow lines is where I set the alerts. So it's 20 points away from either side. So if price, that's really the red zone. So if the price gets to those points, I probably have to adjust the trade. So there's a lot of wiggle room, right? So let's just start with price action. There's been pretty big dump in SPX lately. So actually, let's zoom out real quick, right? So you kind of want to start out with a zoom out. We've had this crazy, amazing run the last couple of years. Now, it's kind of like slowing down, right? So it's kind of slowing down. I still think like there's not going to be any like bear market or anything like that in stocks. Like you could consider this, but this is just a correction. It's not really a bear market, right? I mean, we're talking about July to October. Yeah, there's a 6 month kind of correction, but maybe we see something like that. But I highly doubt it. Like, just governments everywhere are going to be printing money. Like, we're just going to go up onlys until everything crashes. Anyway, in some diabolical thing. But that's going to be a long time away because the dollar will just inflate away. Anyways, back to the trade, right? So we're seeing price action, kind of like level off here, almost like looking like a distribution phase. So perfect time to kind of like put in another iron condor. I had an iron condor that expired Friday, made profit on that. So I'm putting on another one. So yeah, so this is actually good. So let me zoom into the 4 hour now. And I did not put on this trade until 5 minutes till closing. And this is actually really, really good. So if I go to, let's go to the 15 minutes, right? So yeah, basically 5 minutes till close was when I put this trade on, which is great because, if I'd done it earlier in the day, there was this kind of drastic move down. And usually when you put on a trade like this, you kind of want to wait till like the last hour, last 30 minutes. Like there could be some craziness right at the end of the day. And this actually worked out because so now there was this big move down, which we'll get the bears will be exhausted after this move, right? So that's where the day ended, and that's where I did the math, the Dorian way, the Dorian traders math on how to prep this position. That's who I'm learning options trading from at the moment. So right here, right, this is right in the middle, and then like I said, there's a, you got to look at the straddle price, and there's some techniques to determine the legs. Let's go back to the 1 hour. Now, so I put out the trade on at the end of the day to get rid of like any crazy volatility, and boom, we got this price in the middle here. Now looking at some trend lines, right? So there's this trend line here, several hits. This bottom is about 3 here. There's a couple of trend lines here in the middle, and this kind of helps me, right? So, starting on Monday, potentially we've got the bears being exhausted, so it could be have a little short-term rally, but the VWAP is right here, so the bullish move could stop at the VWAP, or there is this trend line resistance right here. So even if the bears come to recover, that trend line kind of like keeps things kind of within this zone. Now, alternatively, the bears could continue on Monday, come back down to here, but then there's this trend line here, so that's some support that the bulls could come back in to kind of push price back into the center zone. Or if it's a really push down move, there's another trend line here. And obviously this other trend line is outside of my zone, but then I have my warning here if I need to adjust, but this gives me a lot of wiggle room. And I like these support trend lines and resistance trend lines to kind of like angle price back in, right? Can kind of think of it as bumpers on if you're doing bowling. So I really like where price action is right now. So like I said, bears could be exhausted, and even if they're not exhausted, they'll get exhausted out on the next move down. Now let's look at, and real quick, I've got the Bollinger Bands on, so we've had a Bollinger explosion. So usually that will level off, and then after an explosion, you kind of get sideways action, explosion, and it'll start to contract after that. So that's why I have the Bollinger Bands on. And then, let me pull out the ruler. So from here to here, right, that's about a 2% down. That's a massive movement in stocks. I know for crypto people are like, what are you talking about? Don't talk to me unless it's over 10%, right? But this is stocks, so that's a big move. So 2% down. So from where we are right now to get to my alert on the top side, that's 2.6%. Same thing on the downside, 2.6%. Now to actually hit the red line, that's 2.9. It's almost a 3% move on either side from where price is right now to break this trade, right? And obviously I would adjust at 2.5, 2.6%. So a lot of wiggle room. We had this move down, so you could rubber band a bit, but then continue. So that I like the potential of this to kind of do something like this. Is obviously that's the ideal move. We'll see how it plays out. I should have left my last week's Iron Condor on, because I put it on. I believe I put it on around here, like the 14th maybe, or 13th. I put it on, and then we had this little price action move up, which was like right away, right? It's like, oh no. But then then this move happened where it just broke down. Like it didn't get to my alert at the time. And then as soon as this broke down, I knew I won. Because theta starts kicking in, and then the buyers basically they're going to lose. So this is my current SPX Ion Condor. And another thing. Let me go back to the 4 hour. I've got the VPVR on. So right here you can see there's been massive moves, right? Like a lot of volume trading in those little zones. So this is going to act like a magnet. There's also a lot of trading in this zone. So like most of the activity is kind of like high in this little range right here. So in fact, I can even include this, right? So all this trading activity is within my Iron Condor. So another thing I'd like to see. There's also this, there's a couple levels of some good volume here, and then you've got some good volume here. Will act as support in case price breaks down. I just want to highlight that too. So this is how I kind of like think of it, right? you kind of have the artistic eye and technical analysis, kind of see where are we, how can I box price in, right? Like this is a fight. You want to corner price in and for an iron condor. So and you know, so basically this is a trade where I don't care if it moves up or down. I don't. I care if it moves up or down a lot. That's what I would worry about. But you know, sideways, up and down, it shouldn't matter. And again, this is a 7-day trade. The trade is over by the time it gets to here. So thanks for watching. I'm gonna start doing more options trading videos, and we'll do more crypto videos as well too. But thanks for watching.